The alien ship hung over our colony like a storm cloud, its hull glinting under the twin suns. A voice boomed from it, cold and mechanical through their translator. "Surrender, soft-skinned ones. You have no claws, no venom, no natural weapons. Resistance is futile." The Crackstar, insectoid giants with mandibles like scythes, had scanned us and found us wanting. They saw no threat in our blunt nails or fragile flesh. They were wrong. Our colony sprawled across the rocky plateau, a patchwork of salvaged ship panels and hydroponic domes. We'd clawed this life from nothing after our transport crashed a decade ago. 200 souls, stubborn as the ironweed that grew here. Mara, our engineer, tinkered with a busted generator, her hands smudged with grease. "They think we're prey," she muttered, eyes narrowing. Kale, the ex-soldier with scars older than most of us, spat into the dust. "Let's change their minds." The Crackstar landed at dusk, their legs clicking against the ground. 8 feet tall, their exoskeletons shimmered like oil slicks. A dozen of them fanned out, antennae twitching as they studied our tools, shovels, welders, nothing made for war. Their leader's mandibles clacked, words dripping with scorn. "These creatures lack even spines. They will break beneath us." I was close enough to hear it through a hacked comms unit, my gut twisting. Mara caught my eye, her lips curling. "They're not wrong about our tools," she whispered. "But they missed something." Kale grunted, his voice low. "They missed us. We'd face starvation, storms, and worse on this world. The Crackstar thought they'd roll over us because we didn't look like them. They didn't know what humans were made of." The aliens advanced, herding us toward the central square. Kids clung to parents, but nobody cried. We'd learned long ago that tears don't fix anything. Mara slipped into a shelter, her fingers brushing a hidden panel. Kale gave me a nod, his hand tightening on a crowbar. "Buy her time," he said. I raised my hands, stepping forward with a dozen others, faces blank like we were giving up. The Crackstar chittered, pleased, their guard dropping. "You see?" their leader said, looming over me. "No fight in them." I forced a shrug, my heart pounding. Behind me, a faint hum started, machinery waking up. Mara's work. The aliens didn't notice, too busy gloating. Kale's voice cut through, sharp and taunting. "Come closer, Bug. Let's talk surrender." The Crackstar turned toward him, antennae quivering. Mara's voice hissed in my earpiece. "Ready." I glanced at the shelters where shadows moved. Our people, our plan. The aliens thought we were cornered, defenseless. They were about to learn what humans do when you back us into a fight. We had minutes, not hours. Inside the shelter, Mara crouched over a tangle of wires and mining charges, her hands steady as she rigged the trap. "Geothermal vents run under the canyon," she said, voice clipped. "We open them, add some boom. Bugs won't know what hit them." I hauled a power cell to her, sweat stinging my eyes. Kale was outside, barking orders to the others. "Look weak. Draw them in." Our weapons were scrap, pipes, cutters, desperation, but our minds were sharp. The Crackstar strutted through the colony, their legs gouging the dirt. "See how they flee," one hissed, mandibles wide. Steam trickled from cracks in the ground, a warning they ignored. Their scans had mapped our bodies, not our world. They didn't hear the hum of pumps rerouting heat, didn't see the cables snaking underfoot. Arrogance blinded them. Kale took point, leading a group to the square. "We're done," he shouted, dropping his crowbar with a clang. I followed, hands up, forcing my shoulders to slump. The aliens closed in, their leader towering over Kale. "Pathetic," it rasped. "No strength, no will." Kale grinned, teeth bared. "Keep talking. Come get your prize." His voice was bait, and they swallowed it whole. The canyon loomed ahead, narrow and jagged. We shuffled toward it, the Crackstar herding us like livestock. Their claws clicked, impatient. I risked a glance back. Mara's signal, a flash of light from the shelter. "Now," she whispered through the comms. Kale slowed, turning to face the leader. "You're right," he said. "We've got nothing. Take it all." The aliens surged forward, funneling into the trap. Mara hit the switch. Vents roared open, blasting steam hot enough to melt steel. The Crackstar shrieked, their exoskeletons cracking under the heat. Charges detonated, precise and brutal, collapsing the canyon walls. Dust and screams filled the air as half their squad vanished under rubble. The leader staggered, one antenna scorched off. Its chittering turned to panic. "What is this?" it gasped. I grabbed a fallen pipe, adrenaline surging. "This is us," I said, swinging. The aliens flailed, caught off guard. They'd seen our skin, our tools, and thought they knew us. They didn't expect the ground to fight back, or the people who turned it into a weapon. Survivors scrambled, confusion replacing their swagger. We weren't done yet. Dust settled over the canyon, the air thick with alien screeches and the stench of charred shells. Kale charged out first, a snarl on his lips, pipe in hand. "They're not done. Hit them," he roared. I followed, clutching a shard of metal, my pulse hammering. The Crackstar survivors regrouped, their claws slashing, but we didn't flinch. We'd survived worse than them. A soldier lunged at me, mandibles snapping. I ducked, ramming my shard into its joint, soft tissue, not armor. It howled, reeling back. Kale faced the leader, his pipe bent from earlier blows. The alien swung, too fast, and Kale's weapon snapped. He didn't hesitate, tackled it, teeth sinking into its throat. Green blood sprayed as he tore free, spitting. "Natural enough for you?" he growled. The leader gurgled, collapsing. Mara burst from the shelter, plasma cutter blazing. She sliced through a Crackstar's leg, its scream cut short as it fell. "Keep moving," she yelled. We fought dirty, kicks, bites, anything to bring them down. A colonist beside me, barely 18, drove a screwdriver into an alien's eye. No training, just rage. The Crackstar faltered, their precision crumbling against our chaos. Their leader, another one, maybe, raised a claw, signaling retreat. "Fall back," it rasped, voice trembling. I saw fear in its compound eyes, a crack in their certainty. Kale snatched a dropped communicator, blood dripping from his chin. "Tell your fleet," he snarled into it. "We're just warming up." The aliens bolted, scrambling for their ship, leaving bodies behind. We didn't chase. Breath ragged, I leaned on my shard, watching them go. Mara wiped her cutter, her hands shaking but her eyes hard. "They thought we'd break," she said. Kale spat again, grinning through the gore. "They learned." Around us, colonists stood tall, cut, bruised, alive. The Crackstar had come for prey and found teeth instead. Not just in our mouths, but in our will. The fight wasn't over, but this round was ours. The colony smoldered under the dawn, smoke curling from the canyon's ruins. We counted our dead, 8 gone, too many, but we'd held. Mara kicked through Crackstar wreckage, salvaging a cracked emitter. "This'll power something," she said, already planning. I helped Kale drag a claw trophy to the square, his limp heavier now. "Next time," he grunted. We hit harder. Blood stained the dirt, ours and theirs. Kids patched walls while adults hauled debris, no one resting. We'd lost shelters, but not hope. Mara traced a burned console, muttering about reverse engineering their tech. "They'll regret leaving this," she said. I nodded. Every scrap was a weapon now. Aboard their ship, the Crackstar leader faced a hollow screen, its mandibles twitching. "The soft ones fight," it reported, voice low. "Not with claws, but cunning. Teeth in their spirit." The fleet commander's eyes narrowed, marking our planet red. "Avoid for now," it ordered. Respect, not fear, edged their words. They'd underestimated us once. Kale dropped the claw by our flagpole, a jagged spike against the sky. "Let them come back," he said, wiping his hands. "We'll be ready." Mara smirked, hefting the emitter. "More than teeth next time, Fangs." I looked around, faces tired but fierce, hands busy. We weren't just survivors, we were a warning. The suns climbed higher, casting long shadows from our battered homes. A hum started, Mara testing her scavenged prize. Kale clapped my shoulder, his grip firm. They thought we had nothing, he said. They were wrong. I felt it too, the strength in us, raw and unyielding. The Crackstar would return, but so would we, stronger each time. Our greatest weapon wasn't forged or grown. It was us, standing here, unbroken.